Namaskaram.
Namaskaram.
Welcome to Gen Zen, where people from all across the world share their experience.
Thank you.
Right. So, may I know where you're from and what's your name?
My name is Elizaveta. I'm from Kyiv, Ukraine. I have been growing up there till 17. And from then on, when I left to college, I was living mostly abroad. But yeah, my first years were there.
All right. So, have you been all across different parts of the world, or?
I lived in Europe initially, in Netherlands, a little bit in Germany, a little bit in Belgium. I lived 1.5 years in the States, California. Yeah, and then exploring here and there, a little bit in Bali, here in India also.
Okay. Oh, great. So, you've been all across Europe and US and a little bit of Asia as well.
Yeah.
So, that's great. I'm really saddened to know what's really happening in your hometown right now. But things have gotten better, hopefully. What is your take on what's happened there?
Yeah, I was seeing this happening since I was a teenager, and it's definitely absolutely inhumane what people are doing. And I have been there for more than half a year during the war, and my parents were staying there since the beginning of the war. They never left. So, and when they have occupied Kiev, like the Kiev
The
surrounded areas, yeah, my parents also were there. So it was I don't know, I don't even have words for it, but that taste of in between life and death. And I was not there at that time. It was in the very beginning. I came later. Still, we have to, even those who left the country, we still have to come back for documents, to visit family and friends. And when I was coming there, it was like a movie show, because you wake up with the sirens, and our house is located between Kharkiv, which is close to the direction of Kharkiv, which is close to Russia, and Kiev. So all the missiles and all the drones were basically flying over our rooftop. And like, there were days and mornings when the house was like shaking from the explosions nearby. And I don't know, I just think that if those people who are in charge of this had any humanity left in them, they wouldn't be doing that, because I have seen it with my own eyes, those people who came from war, and they are deprived of food, of basic, very, very basic human needs, and it's just horrible.
Well, I can only imagine what people there must be going through, especially your parents. You know, my heart goes to them. They're very brave.
Yeah, I know. It was like
just to be there.
Everyone was leaving. They were on holidays on the western part in Ukraine. Everyone was leaving that side, and they actually returned back because they have a lot of animals, and my father's mother like to take care of, like, family. So they came back into the war when they had the opportunity to leave. Actually, it was crazy.
Have you heard about the term called Sanatan Dharma?
Yes, of course.
What do you understand by it?
It's, in my poor English translation, it's like the highest dharma, the highest spiritual duty that a person can perform. And it's not just personal, it's global also.
Absolutely. So, way back, when there were no religions, we were not identified as any particular religion. Sanatan was the only way. You think of it as an eternal path, a way of living that is aligned with the rhythms of existence itself. In Bharat, this is not seen as a belief system, but as a science of inner well-being. It's what Sadhguru often reminds us, that spirituality is not about going somewhere, but being tuned with the way within. Right? So yeah. So anything that in your culture that you find similar, what you find here?
I would say Ukraine is not doing well maintaining those traditions, but from my childhood and what I remember is uh, people people are gathering as much as they can for celebrations also, and the singing and the dancing also very much present. So they're trying to bring that aliveness. It's nothing compared to how India celebrates. There is like no country like that, but this singing and chanting that is more like in an older tradition in Ukraine, there is some similarities to that. Before Christianity took like very strong hold on it.
All right. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. And how did you get to know about Sadhguru? How did you get to know about Sadhguru in the first place?
So I was 16. I was doing horse riding for most of my
Early days.
No. Most of my early, like let's say from 11 to 22.
Your teenage.
Like
Your
yeah,
teenage.
yeah. So from 11 to 22, I was doing horse riding. It was like my main career. And
Wow.
when I was 16, I met this girl in the stable. She was telling me about yoga and astrology and esoterics and something like that. So it was the first time when I heard about that Eastern spirituality. And then it just was like, like, you know, everything started to make sense at some point. And I just started looking, you know, in YouTube and books. And I was very, very hungry. And I was looking everywhere I could find. And in that society, it was not very much talked about at that time. So you had to really dig into it. And Sadhguru, in the beginning, it was videos, YouTube videos. And then he came to Kiev to give a speech.
All right.
Yeah, that was, now that I know how famous and popular he is, I can't imagine that he actually came to Kiev, because it's not that big of a, you know, country. And yeah, I feel a little bit proud about that. Yeah, like that.
Wow. So he was there for a darshan, or did you do inner engineering before that, or was
I
it
did
after?
after that. So it was like he came to give a speech. It was very, let's say, introductory kind of speech. He was talking, yeah, about inner engineering. He was talking about raising human consciousness and all these things. So it was not like one of those darshans that we can witness now, where he goes directly into some deep topic.
Right.
It was more like a general. And
Which year are we talking about?
2018.
Okay.
And after that, he started sending his Ishangas to conduct inner engineering. We had twice or thrice, I believe. And in the very first inner engineering that came to Kiev, I did it at that time. It was also 2018, I think August. Yeah.
All right. That's great. So from inner engineering, how did Hatha Yoga teacher training happen for you?
I was desperate.
As you said, you were hungry, so you just wanted to.
Yes, it was like, actually it was not an easy one, because being a horse rider, it requires, you know, like how Sadhguru says, post-program video, he says that if you have a cow, it doesn't matter whether you get married, you still have to take care of the cow. If you if you're traveling, you still have to take care of the cow, and so on. So it's like this. Once you have horses, you barely can have a vacation. And my parents were very ambitious about my career, so they used to put a lot of resources into it. So my my team was growing up more and more. So I had at the peak I had 6 horses. So for me to go to India or to go to III to get those programs, Bhavaspandana, Shunya, Samyama, it was really a challenge, especially because my parents, even though they were supporting initially, they still were trying to root me down to where I was doing my horse riding. And I knew since 2019 or 20 that there was a very distinct feeling within me that yoga is starting prevailing in my life. And horse riding will slowly recede. The interest and the ambition about that is slowly receding. But still, there was so much resources that are invested in me, and there was so much responsibility and expectation that it seemed like I'm done. That's what my life is going to be about. And in that sense, war has played as a blessing in disguise for me. Unfortunately, it's not good to say it, but for me, it helped me to get to rip myself out of that situation which I was no longer wanting to be in. And unfortunately, it was very, it's like rip out the tooth that is aching. It's very painful, a lot of blood, but eventually when it heals, you are happy that it happened. So when the war happened and many things were unknown, I met one Nishanga and some conversation happened, and I felt that strength in me to finally leave and to dedicate myself full time to yoga. I did Shunya, Samyama, and then shortly after I came for the training. Yeah.
That's great. But many people, see Sadhguru or, follow him from afar.
Mm-hmm.
What made you come all the way and, spend your time in the ashram more?
One thing was that I was getting very, very emotional when I used to watch his videos, especially the early days when he was consecrating Dhyana Linga. So because I was so much like it felt like if the life had source, it was there. And I at one point it felt like the only meaningful thing that you can do is to be next to him. And then on the contrary, everything that was happening, wherever I would go, I have spent time in many countries, and I had many things. I cannot complain about anything, all the nice things in life that you can get and experience. I had it, and still that was not of any worth.
Fulfillment.
Yes, of any fulfillment.
If you want to compare your life before Isha or being a Hatha Yoga teacher or the practices that you learned earlier,
Mm-hmm.
how was it? I mean, you must be missing your horses or they must be missing you. And how is
Probably.
it different from how you were before and how is it now?
It before it felt like I was owned by the circumstances of my life, and even though it seemed so as if I was choosing it. Actually, it wasn't so.
Okay.
It was mostly like I was very like fiery and kind of like unconsciously intense in my youth, and I was just like desperately going from one place to another and kind of trying to get all these extreme experiences in life. And because there was no awareness of any knowledge about life or how to consciously conduct it, it was just, kind of chaotic. So I would say that now that it seemed from outside that there is not many things in my life. Many things has receded. No more horses. Much fewer people. But I feel like my life is happening from within me, and it's much more conscious and independent choice that I'm making, and I feel that I'm much more complete than I used to be, and I'm definitely suffering much less than I used to be.
Right. So, may I know which temple are you drawn towards the most? Is it Dhyanalinga or Devi temple?
So from the beginning it was Dhyanalinga. It took a lot of time to build relationship with Devi, to be honest. Now I feel like I'm more tempted to go to her if I have some free time. It's very different though. So it's like, I would say that I'm still in touch very much with both of them.
Okay. But I can see you're.
Yeah, Devi, it's like, you know how Sadhguru says, there is a video where he shares when British came to Native
Invade.
Americans and they came on ships. And he said that because Native Americans didn't see anything like those ships and they didn't actually see them. So they don't have any memory of ships. They only saw people. So it was like this when I just came here to Ashram, when I started visiting the Devi temple, it was like I was completely blank because she was like an alien to me. And I could not understand. I was trying to understand, and I didn't know if I can trust her at all. So now I don't know what I would do without her, especially when life gets intense and things starts to like get into some kind of a turbulence. She really smoothes out every sharp edge of my life. Yeah.
Great. Just one thing I want to ask. I usually ask in my every interview, if Sadhguru was here in front of you, what would you want to ask, say, or react?
No, I would probably just be quiet. No. I was thinking about it. Because as many people, my number one dream is to like be with Sadhguru up close. But then whenever I'm thinking about what would I ask or what would I do, is just like nothing comes up. So I would just be there.
I can relate to what you're saying. I also feel the same. You want to be around him, but just look at him, be at his feet, but not to say anything.
Yeah,
Yes, great. So yes, we have asked many serious questions, many things. Now this is a kind of a rapid fire. All
Okay.
right. So your favorite chant that keeps coming into your head in the ashram, from the ashram.
Kala Bhairavashtikam.
All right. That's very powerful. Okay.
I love it.
And which food from Bhiksha Hall do you like the most, or a sweet?
Ekadashi food.
The Ekadashi food. All right.
It's not like, you know, in a hatha training, sometimes you get those like elaborate dinners, and in Bhiksha Hall also, you know, when anything is celebratory, they serve this nice Indian traditional food. But Ekadashi, always when you come out of fasting and those like, you know what they are serving there, it always is so fulfilling. It's so tasty. I can't even describe it.
All right. So since we're talking about food in Bhiksha Hall, spicy or non-spicy?
Spicy, but my body doesn't like it.
Okay.
So non-spicy.
That was a nice answer. Okay. So thank you very much for sharing your experience. It was really fun and good to know a lot of interesting things that you shared. And I hope things do get better back in your home country and your. I think it has. The war has stopped, right?
Yeah, it hasn't stopped. No.
No.
Just a few days back, they sent 800 missiles.
Oh my God.
No, it doesn't stop, but it's coming to negotiations.
Negotiations. I think they should do negotiation without keeping everything aside.
No, right?
And maybe the dialogue comes first. But they can't do both things at once. But thank you very much once again.
Thank you.
Until next time, stay joyful. Keep exploring the Zen within.
Thank you. Namaskaram.
Namaskaram.